we're live. Welcome to 5 Minute Friday with the entire Startup TNT lead team. This is amazing. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great, Zach.
Good.
Lively crowd here at the TNT offices. Everyone's very excited. It's almost Christmas or Hanukkah, depending on your choice. Listen, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about our highlights for the year. This is a brand new tradition we have at TNT. We just came up with it last week, and I think it's going to last for years to come. So who wants to kick us off? Neil, I'm going to just pick you at random to kick us off. How's that sound? What was your highlight?
Sure. Well, my highlight was the top 20 pitch night for the fall summit, so Summit 6. It was like the Startup TNT, our whole goal is to build community, and we had almost 300 people in that space. Platform Calgary celebrating 20 cool local founders from the Calgary area. Like we always talk about the fact that we have free food and booze and stuff out there. People just coming out to check out the free food and the booze, or they're there to build the community. But with free food and free booze, over 95% of the people were there, glued to their seats, watching the founders the whole time, and it was really, it was definitely my highlight of the year for me, and it's going to stick with me for a long time.
That was an incredible event. It kind of blew my mind. How I think honestly that pitch night in general across all the regions was, I'll just put a bonus highlight, kind of a highlight. Like that was incredible. For reference, there was only like 100 tickets sold on the Monday, and on the Thursday, 4 days later, there was like 750 tickets sold. Like that is crazy. And Calgary, you were like half those tickets. So congratulations, Calgary.
Yeah.
Okay, Jesse, you want to go next?
Yeah, I got a few, but there's kind of a theme. It's all about the events that brought the praise together this year with TNT, 3 of which I was involved with. So the first one was the Clean Tech Summit finale. It was really awesome because I got to fly out to Calgary, be on the stage there at Platform. And as a Saskatchewan lead, I was super excited because we had 3 companies from Saskatchewan in the top 5, and one of them ended up winning. And I got to do it all with my compatriot Neil, which was a lot of fun. And yeah, we raised over $500,000 for a bunch of really awesome companies. And it was super exciting for that, bring the prairies together, which then led into, in May, we had Uniting the Prairies here in Saskatoon. Everybody came to town. We had our biggest ever Saskatoon happy hour. We like overwhelmed the pub. Just like literally people were like off shift, had to come in and work just to like cover everything. It was crazy fun. I got to meet some really awesome people from across the country and around the world. And then we did the Great Prairie Pitch Marathon in August, and we had like 200 people or 200 companies pitch, and we like pulled that together in like only a few weeks. So really awesome this year is about like just bringing the prairies together. That's what was exciting for me this year. And adding Gloria and the Manitoba team as well is just awesome.
So all 5 of those highlights.
Yeah, great one highlight.
One thing.
Typical Jesse. I love it. Yeah.
But it just feels like a theme of the year. The year feels like this is the year that we brought the praise together, and now we're going to be celebrating that in the spring here or the winter here with the sector summits. Really exciting.
Well, unfortunately, the Clean Tech Summit wasn't a highlight for me, Jesse, because I had COVID. But you know, maybe one of the highlights was I was supposed to go down there and help you guys, and I wasn't there, and it went off without a hitch. It's like team proves Zach is actually not that important to the overall success of the organization. That's a good thing to learn. I too thought the pitch marathon was one of the key highlights. That was freaking awesome. That was really incredible. Okay, let's go to Gloria. Gloria, I'm going to ask you if you have one highlight, but Jesse's now set the bar that if you want, you can share 6 or 7.
I will try to follow the lead of like coaching it into one. Yeah, no, I had the lovely pleasure of joining the TNT team 6 months ago, and I think within those 6 months, you know, having our completing our first investment summit for Manitoba is of course the biggest highlight, and really what feeds into that is really seeing the power of a collaborative community come together and help one another and elevate each other, and that's really what it's all about for us here. We're so lucky we get to work in this industry that's all creative destruction and steel sharpens steel. And so we've seen that happen in our community of founders here in Manitoba. And I'm just super pumped to see the energy and to see it continue on into 2023.
Well, all of Manitoba, I feel like, is definitely a highlight. Just everything that happened in Manitoba.
We've had lots of fun.
Yeah. So it's like 6 months of highlights, basically.
Absolutely. Did I put that together short enough? Did I
I think it was-
get
I
it
think
in
it
the
was
timeframe? There's so much
Uh,
more I feel like I could say,
yeah.
but I think that's good.
Neil, a side question, Neil, are you parked right now or are you driving?
No, I'm parked.
Okay.
I am not
He's
driving.
driving.
Yeah.
His eyes
I'm
glued
not
to the phone.
staring intently at
Wanna
my
be
phone as
careful.
I drive down the road. Yeah.
I don't like breaking the rules while we're doing 5
So
minutes.
what about Tim? What's Tim's highlights?
Well, I thought Tim was gonna
Yeah.
go last. I was gonna go next.
I mean, you went in the middle. Sure, you can go next.
No, I haven't gone yet. I just give bonus highlights.
Oh.
Those were not real highlights. Okay, well, Tim, do you want to go next?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We're gonna keep Tim last. Closer, he's the closer. Listen, there was a lot of awesome highlights this year, but I gotta keep one that's, I think, pretty special for me here in Edmonton community. 4 deals done at a single summit. Just this past fall, that means a lot to me to see 4 companies getting a deal. 3 of them repeats from previous summits, and I think that's also important, like what it's all about at TNT. Come, try to raise money, get some feedback from the investors, come back 6 months, 12 months later, get her done. So that was a highlight for me.
And for me, I think the highlight was a year ago when we were here. I think we had like 4 people. We were sort of like cobbling it together off of like some sponsorship and like some small grants and stuff like that. And we were really, Jesse, Neil were like volunteering their time, like very gracious stewards of the community, and a whole bunch of other people. And over the course of the last year, we've, obviously with the work of the whole team have pulled it together into a bit of an organization. There's obviously a whole pile of growing pains that come alongside it. And so, it's the pros and the cons, but also, the team pulling it together and turning this thing into a real company over the course of the last 12 months has really been awesome. We wouldn't be sitting here with Gloria. Jesse and Neil probably would have found real jobs by now. This whole thing probably
I don't
would have
think
fallen
Jesse
apart. You don't think Jesse would have found a real job?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Everybody else did.
This job's too fun. I like this job. I don't want a real job.
But that's probably the biggest, that's probably like, well, that's definitely a highlight from an organizational perspective. It's also probably one of the biggest thank yous is to all the funding folks that came together in order to help make this thing stick around, because this conversation wouldn't be happening right now if not for that. So yeah, anyways, that's my biggest highlight and also a thank you.
Well, thank you, Tim. I think that was the right way to close off the highlights for the year. We are now a legitimate organization with great people helping us, great funding bodies supporting us, making impact across the entire prairies.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna officially close this out. Thanks, everybody. Have a great finish to your year and see you in 2023.
Have a great
See you in
holiday
2023.
season, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.